Hi, my name is Antonella Casaldo. My nickname is Nelly. I work with B right now. Right now it's one-on-one, and he is teaching me his 8-system concept. It's a mixture of mixed martial arts, including close quarter combat, street fighting, and the whole compilation of amazing things. I've been doing it for about 2.5 months or so. Almost 3 months, but the first month was a little bit broken up. We were still trying to figure everything out. But it's been really amazing work. It has definitely tested my patience and perseverance, and B is a great trainer. He's very good with reading people and understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and learning how to switch things up the moment he realizes you're getting frustrated. Right before you're about to shut down, he knows how to switch it up and keep you going.
She definitely had some issues about self-confidence and feeling sort of safe just being alone anywhere in the city. She's doing great. With no martial experience, her punching, her kicking, the fact of her physicality and her gung-ho attitude is what people need to do to have self-protection. Do it one more time. You see here, she's breaking my balance. She's getting into an arcing position, and she's taking control of the gun with 2 hands.
B is my father, so I've been taught from a young age, ever since I was 5 years old. He taught me basic contact, martial arts, and just how to defend myself. I think that it gives a chance for women to actually be able to learn martial arts, because usually martial arts, people consider it or like know it from men doing it, and men actually working and being experts at martial arts. But it's actually great for women to learn about martial arts and how helpful it really is on an everyday basis. Not only does it help you protect yourself, but it also helps you with everyday situations, whether you're walking down the street or whether you're actually just getting a simple workout, and you know how to move, you know how to breathe. For women, it's a more empowerment situation, because you know that you feel powerful, you feel that you have strength, and not only defend yourself, but to be just a great woman.
Go back. Yeah, I don't want you to make such a big motion of it. What I want you to do is slow it down and smooth it out. That's right. Yes. Good. Yeah. Relax.
Well, definitely my mentality has changed. I do feel a bit more confident. When last time we spoke, I was very concerned about walking by myself, and actually like within a week of meeting with you last time, I had another person approach me, and for the first time ever, I didn't feel like a victim. The person was intimidated, ended up leaving me alone, which was interesting. I feel more confident. I'm definitely in better shape. People notice it before I notice it, and I'm excited to learn more, and this is something I want to stick with for a while. Definitely more aware. Like, one of the things that we have to constantly work on is being aware and being able to see everything, really understand what's going on, and be faster than anyone or anything that's going to come towards you. So definitely more aware of my environment.
Right here, you're just doing a basic 1-2-3 punch. It's a basic boxing stance. A little bit like broader boxing stance, and he's just doing a basic 1-2-3 punch to show you how he's standing and how the lines on his body are set up, and how his back, his feet, and how his punches are punching. Okay, at this portion, he's doing a 1-2-3 punch, but he's finishing off with a right hook. And what we're going to wind up doing is he's actually turning his foot on that last hook. So turn that hook on the last hook. Punch on it. There you go. What he's doing is trying to get the power on his stance so he can have power on that hook. What we do in Jig Edge is that we're actually cutting the circle with our footwork, so we don't have to make sort of that big motion with the foot to do the hook. We're actually already in that position by keeping our stance forward, our feet are turning, but our body is not. All right, so trapping is one of the most important things you need to know about self-defense. This is a way to intercept your attacker. Whatever weapon or hand they're using to try to attack you, grab you, or do something in that type of a situation because they want to get to you, you're going to use your trapping hands to help defend yourself. And you're going to use it to also attack. So trapping is a very important aspect of martial arts. Not all martial arts do them. Some people have them, and everybody traps differently. SECQC, Strategic Concepts for Close Quarter Combat, we are going to use a simplified version of what H-System is for the trapping technique. So we simplified it. Instead of going into a whole bunch of different drills for it, we're going to do is go basic with this stuff so anybody can pretty much learn it if you just practice it a little bit. You don't have to go to some specific school to learn every specific type of trapping. I mean, there's a way to simplify all of this. We want to sort of whittle away. We don't want to add on. So we're trying to get as simple as possible. We're going to use the basic, the knife technique that we showed before for hand trapping because this is covering your corners. By covering your corners, yeah, you can learn all these different type of trapping techniques and systems to block, which is definitely useful. But what we like to do is just go across. This is something that we call just tapping your hands. Keeping your thumbs inside, not closed. Trapping your hands. This technique of just smacking the tops of your hands is if this person punches, go ahead, punch the other one. Go ahead, punch. See, you're already here. You're in this range already. You don't have to learn every like esoteric trapping style. Go. All right, again. We're gonna go inside. So we're just using this simple technique of trapping. Now, we go overhand is a sweeping action, it's like sweeping the back of your hands is the same thing as the top. So if we come, punch, see, we're just sweeping across in a figure 8 motion. Come across. Take over that corner. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm Sharada Su. I work in a restaurant for one of the great chefs in New York, Mario Batali. I work at one of his restaurants in Port Chester. I'm a sous chef. And I like to study martial arts also. I got introduced to B. I met B and our former head coach Dave 2008 in White Plains Gym across from the DMV. I was just there browsing and I saw it and it looked a little bit like, you know, cage fighting, badass, all that stuff. And then I was like, let me see if I could get involved in it. And the first things they started teaching me, it didn't feel like martial arts at all. They were teaching me stuff like outside the box, like something I thought I'd never use. Then eventually when I did get the point, it was martial arts and it all came together in one.
My name is Tim Fields from Westchester County, New York. I train, and right now I started training in Wing Chun, but I have a black belt in Aikido, Taniki Aikido, and I have a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Martial arts, to me, is a self-defense art. It's not an art for you to go out and look beautiful and be all fancy movements. It's really, people have to remember that these arts were built on the battlefield so that people can defend themselves in a wartime situations. So first you have to understand that. Once you've understood that, now you have to also take the other side of it, which is the calming, the Zen side, if you want to say that, where you're not looking to fight people, but you're trying to diffuse people, and that's the other side that people miss. You're going to have people who are going to push your buttons, who are going to be aggressive towards you, but you need to learn you have to develop that calming fact so you can calm the situation before it gets to an escalating point where now you have to handle it physically. So it's first is mentally, then physically, and not physically, then mentally.
The concept that we have right here, the Trinity principle, is the fact is that if I'm going to attack the attack to defend the corrupt balance, so once he throws that first punch, he doesn't have time to throw the second punch. Because the second punch is already being blocked by his body in my attack. Then that's when I go through the hole, and then that way I can control him any way I want to from that point.